South Africa may be horrible when it comes to load shedding. However, in this video, I'm going to share with you three things they actually do better than the United States. Hey, my name is Jason. And if you haven't watched the channel, if you watch the channel, you've probably been seeing me in Joburg, showing you how beautiful of a picture of a place this is. And if most importantly, you've been hearing me talk about success, what it is, and how to get it in the three areas of life which I focus on. And they are happiness, health, and wealth. And so today I just wanted to make a little lighthearted video and just really highlight some of the things that really make me happy about being in Johannesburg and why I love these things. Because I'm not sure if everyone here knows how hard it may be to get some of these things when it comes to outside of the continent of Africa. And so all of these things have to do with your health. All of them have to do with your health. And I really wanted to highlight these because these are not only really great things that everybody should be incorporating into their regular lifestyle, but like the prices here are so affordable, it's crazy. And so the first thing is that I like here is I'm gonna start out with the labor laws. One thing I have to say about South Africa since I've been here, whatever the can or the package says it is, you go to the ingredients, that's majority what's in it. Yeah, you have the different chemicals and things like that. But what I'm saying is like barbecue chips, crisp here, barbecue crisp. And if you go to the United States, you have to buy a very special vegan brand or make sure it's vegan friendly. And the reason being is the United States subsidizes a lot of dairy. And it's done here also, but not on the scale of the US. And what I mean by that is milk powder is put into every freaking thing you can think of on the shelf. And it makes no sense. And that was one of the things that really shocked me here, where it didn't matter if I was buying baked beans, baked beans in a tomato sauce or barbecue sauce. You have to watch those in the US. I have to buy a very special vegetarian brand, which is like $1 more than the regular brand of baked beans. And it's because they put in milk powder. And so being here in South Africa, it's been really nice to be able to just buy stuff off the shelf that should automatically be vegan friendly. Like a lot of times people put the term vegan in front of stuff like, oh, is that vegan? Are these fries vegan? Or these chips vegan? Vegan just means not coming from an animal. Like we shouldn't overcomplicate the whole vegan thing. And meaning like if you're buying some baked beans, like it should just be baked beans in there. There shouldn't be animal products in there. If you're buying a bag of just barbecue flavored crisp, it should just be barbecue flavored in there. It shouldn't be milk powder and all of that stuff in there. So it's been feeling really great to just be able to buy stuff off the shelf, no matter which supermarket I go to. And I don't have to worry about just being contaminated on a daily basis. So that's one of the things that South Africa, Joburg, has way better than the US. The second one is you have access to so many different herbs and things like that just they're very hard to get in the US. So the fact that there is still a level of natural medicine here, herbalists and things like that, natural healers, you don't find it in the US. It may be there now, but when I first transitioned in like the US, I'm gonna just be real with you. The US was going through a dark period where a lot of holistic natural doctors were just coming up either murdered or somehow they did some very creative ways of committing suicide that has never been able to duplicate it again. And because of that, like it took health down like a conspiracy theory hole. Like if you wanted to become plant-based, when I went plant-based, it was like, oh, you're a conspiracy theorist. Oh, you're anti-farm, you're anti-agriculture. And so being here where these things are just normal and part of the environment, it's nice to be able to just speak freely about why I don't eat meat anymore, the things it's done to help me. And also just being able to get these herbs and stuff that I'd be looking for. And so for someone like me who's very conscious of my health, and when I say health, I mean the actual, how is this avatar body performing? How can I get my blood pressure better? How can I get my heart rate improving? Those type of things, and having access to all the different types of herbs and things out here is really great. And then the third thing about Joburg, and this one may actually surprise you, to have access to some of these specialty lifestyle supplementations, such as getting cold pressed flaxseed oil or Irish sea moss gel. Like here's a jar I just finished off, Irish sea moss gel that I use, and I throw this in my smoothie. And the thing about it is, like, these things are very affordable here. Like a bottle of this size in the US, I would probably be paying about maybe 600 Rand. I didn't even pay half of that here. And I found places that are even cheaper online. Like a lot of people here don't really understand the difference in prices when it comes to being in America and being here. And anything healthy in America is expensive. It is about maybe an 80% markup on price. So like if you can get some, like let's take a vegetable oil. You can get vegetable oil, probably 1 liter in the US for maybe 200 Rand. That same 1 liter of flaxseed oil, cold press, we may be looking at about 1,000 to 1,200 Rand for that one bottle. Here, I get it for 187 to 200 Rand, depending on the size of the bottle that I get. So, like, the price of healthier alternatives here are really priced well. And this is one thing that a lot of people don't understand because you do the size comparison, like, oh, I can get this big old jug of vegetable oil, which is clogging your arteries, not good for your blood pressure, maybe part of the problem of you having all those aches and pains, compared to buying like a smaller jar of flaxseed oil, which is going to be an anti-inflammatory oil, which is going to help you get off some of those medications, start feeling better, and reduce some of those aches and pains. And when you start looking at it from that level, instead of the quantity that you're getting, you'll start seeing like, wait, one, I don't need to cook that much, use that much oil when cooking. And two, I'm feeling better. And this is one of the things that I really encourage people to do is like focus on feeling better instead of how much quantity you're getting of something. We've been taught and trained, and I was part of this too, that price point is based off of how much of something you're getting. Price point should be based off of the rewards, the return of interest that you're getting from that one thing. And so what I mean by return of interest, because I'm using a business concept there with health. So using, let's just use regular old canola oil. No matter how much canola oil you buy, it's harmful for you. It's full of omega 6s. It's not healthy, not heart healthy, and it's a contaminant to the environment. All studies have shown this. But most importantly, like 1 cup of that canola oil, we're talking about what? Well over 1,000 some calories per 1 cup. Like we're not talking about how much you're actually using to fry. We're talking about per cup. And because when most people are frying, you're frying at a boiling point or a heating point that becomes toxic. This is why these oils are not good for you. And so then when they break down into your body, now they're becoming inflammatory. And after inflammation must come dis-ease. The body has to start moving in a different way than it wants to. And an inflamed body moves in a dis-ease state. And so from that, you start getting aches and pains, joint pains, hard to get up out of bed in the middle of the night. Or you may start having bladder problems, restless leg syndrome, low on energy. All of these are signs of inflammation. Now let's go to the flip side. For maybe a third less of what you're getting in the canola oil, let's say if you buy cold pressed flaxseed oil. Yes, by quantity or by volume, it looks more expensive. However, this is what you're getting from it. Because you're going to be using a lot less oil to cook, you're not going to be doing too much deep frying, which means you're going to already start changing out into a healthier habit. Then from that, you may be doing a shallow pan fry, things like that. So you're probably using anywhere from a teaspoon to 3 teaspoons of oil. And so we're talking about what, maybe going from over 1,000 some calories, which is, you can usually triple or quadruple that because most people don't measure how much oil they use, to using mere teaspoons. So we're talking about maybe 100 to 300 calories from oil. So right then and there, that's helping your waistline. Now, on top of that, cold pressed flaxseed oil has a higher boiling point. So it doesn't reach that state of toxicity as fast as canola oil. Now, because of that, you're getting anti-inflammatory inside your system. So this is starting to remove the symptoms of dis-ease. So anti-inflammatory mean it's going to start help reduce some of those aches and pains. Now you can get out of bed, rise and shine in the morning, and you feeling good like you did when you was 18, 19 years old. Now you're starting to have energy to make it throughout the day. You're not needing an energy drink and you're just sluggish all day. Now you're starting to see your waistline shrink because you're using a healthy omega-3 oil instead of a toxic omega-6 oil. Like all of these things are like the things that we should be looking at. That's your return of interest, reducing the inflammation in your body, reducing the state of dis-ease in your body, moving your body into a healthier state. And so when you start looking at the ROI on that way, you'll start seeing like, wait, this may look cheaper by volume, but based off of everything else that I'm going to be paying for it in the long run, it's not worth it. And so that's why it's easy for me to purchase these, what most people would consider specialty oils and products like this, because I'm looking at it from the ROI on the health benefit. I want to be healthier. That's why I'm taking this. I don't want to be unhealthy. Like, and if I'm paying to be unhealthy, like we got to really start thinking about that. Why am I investing money to make me sicker? That's going to make me invest money into pills and things like that, having to see a doctor, when I can just stop all of that by investing money into things that's going to make me healthier. And so hope you got some value from that. If you're looking to start being healthier, I have a 70 guide recipe to a no oil cookbook. It's something that I put out about 2 years ago. If you would like a copy of it, just shoot me a message, let me know, and I'll get that copy to you. It's a downloadable PDF, so you can look at it on your phone or your tablet. And it's something that's real easy that you can go to. And some real cool, fun meals in there. And they have some smoothies in there also. And so just shoot me a message, let me know, and I'll get that to you. And most importantly, just remember, I'm Jason, and success is simple once you know how.